Hello, good morning. Putting our special details over in the chat. Last but not least, boom. All right. Well, we will give everyone a minute to get here and get going. But like I have in the little live chat there, you will need some props. You don't need them, but they're highly recommended because this is me in practice, so we're going to be holding some poses for longer. Therefore, the props help support you to maintain in that space in a somewhat comfortable way. When I think about yin, I think I want to be at like a 6 level of stretching intensity, so kind of keep that gauge in mind as you move through the practice. So that's my recommendation. I have my props already on hand: bolster, a block, a pillow, and then a strap, t-shirt, or hand towel. I'm gonna grab my hand towel real quick, and then once I get back, we'll get going. Are you just gonna sit on the stairs still? And here we are. Got mine on hand, and I'm ready to roll. So 25 minutes, do what suits your body this morning in this practice. If that means a 25-minute Shavasana, then that means a 25-minute Shavasana. If that means you join along for the entire or part of it, cool. All right? So that's all I ask. All right. If you're going to listen to the playlist, go ahead and hit play now. We're going to start with a supported bridge. So making your way onto your mat, I've got mine set up where I'm going to simply lower my low back onto it and then lower all the way over. And then shift so that my hip bones are what is on the support rather than my low back. Ankles should be under your knees or in front of them. Knees should be in line with your hips or slightly rotating inward rather than outward. Arms by the sides. A little gentle heart opening as well. Be here for just 2 more minutes. So take a few moments to maybe close the eyes. Taking the visual sensory information out of play and tuning into our hearing sense. Maybe you hear things from your space around you. Notice them, acknowledge them, and just simply move on to the next sound. Maybe that's the sound of your breath. Notice it.
You hear smooth breath flowing in, or a textured breath, eager to be smoothed out as you slowly inhale and slowly exhale, controlling the pace of your breath. Breath flows a little deeper. Inhale and exhale. 2 more here. Feel your feet. On your next inhale, lift the hips just enough to remove your props, set them aside, and then let your hips lower flat to the mat. Start to hug both knees in, maybe taking a little movement, rock side to side. And come through center, squeeze both knees one time. Release your left leg long. Keep your right knee strong, hugging it in. And while you're hugging, pressing the top of the shin towards your hip crease. It's where your thigh and hip meet. It's your hip flexor. And breathe in. Breathe out. Notice the breath of the belly into that hip space. How does it feel? Can you expand your hip as you inhale full? And maybe squeeze a little deeper as you exhale. Last breath in and breath out. Switch it out. Right leg long, left knee comes up. Breathe in. Press shin towards the hip crease. Breathe out. Continue to listen, to feel. Roscoe. Two more breaths. Left leg extends to meet right. Arms reach overhead. Full body stretch. Start to walk heels towards the right, coming into Bananasana. You guess what pose that is? It's banana pose. Arms walk to the right as well. And maybe left ankle crosses over right, fully extending the left side body. Again, breathe into the left lung, noticing the sensation in the outer hip, ribs, or no sensation if that's the case. Breath in, breath out. Uncross left ankle and start to come back through center and then to the left side. Option to stay here or cross your ankle over. Start to come back through center, maybe reaching long like you just woke up one more time. Reach for your strap or towel, wherever it is, and simply lower back onto your back. Bend both knees just like that bridge with both feet sat down. Extend your right leg up the wall. Take your strap or towel and wrap it around the arch of your foot. Start to pull the foot in towards the hip socket, like you're plugging your femur bone, your thigh bone, into the hip. Notice sensation at the back of the leg. Keep a soft bend in your knee. Option to extend the left leg long if that feels okay. Take both straps into your right hand and start to open the right foot to the right side. Mindful of your space. And find your degree. It might not be as wide as I am at. Just notice where you find sensation out of this inner thigh line. If it's more comfortable to have both straps, feel free. Both straps in both hands is what I meant. Start to bring the foot back through center and take the strap into the opposite hand and cross the foot just past the left eyebrow. That's as much as you need to get this outer thigh line, hip line going. Remember, pull and plug that leg in for a little extra oomph. And come back through the center. Right foot plants on the mat. Strap goes around the left foot. Start through center and set up with a soft bend in the knee, flex in the foot. Maybe right leg extends. When you're ready, open to the left. And come back through the center. Switch, crossing just to the right eyebrow. Oof. Side feels a little different for me. Notice if you feel similarities, differences. And come back through the center, release your strap, and hug both knees in, taking some circles with the knees. And then hug both knees in once more. Breathe in, belly against hips, and squeeze. Gently release, keeping knees in close. Cross your right knee over your left. Reach for the left shin or top of the right and hug in here. Noticing what you feel. Maybe this is enough sensation in the outer hips. Feel free to stay. Or reach for supine cow face. Trying to grab our feet on the outer edge. And for less sensation, heels towards the hips. For more, shins towards a line. I failed to warn you all, this was going to be an upper body workout while we end our hips. I'm having to use my strength to keep this beautiful, luxurious, active stretch in my hips. Maybe it's the same for you, maybe not. And gently release. Maybe roll your wrist, forearms. And when you're ready, switch the sides. Left knee crosses over, hugging in at that point. Maybe you just grab your shins, start to work from there. Or you work your way, hands to feet. And if you're sitting here wondering where the cow face is in this pose, it is actually your stacked knees. That is the mouth of your cow. Well, that's what I've been told. So yoga doesn't have to be all serious. And gently release. Uncross and hug the knees in once more. Keep your right knee in, left leg goes long. Right arm falls to a T, knee stacks over hip. Twist right leg to the left. Making a nice outer hip line, some low back. And gently come back through center. Switch it out. And twist to the right. Great place for a block under the shin or calf. Start to come back through the center. Hugging the knees in one more time. Forehead to the knees. Take a big breath in. Shavasana. Just a few more minutes. Getting into the most restorative pose of them all. Here, everything is in a line. Heels, hips, to head, you rest on the earth. As the earth lifts up to support and provide for you. Today's practice is called I Am Listening. Our senses help guide us each day. They can help guide us specifically in our bodies. Body will say when enough is enough, or what it wants. We simply have to listen. So I challenge you these last 30 seconds to fully hear your body, your breath. Start to bring your awareness back. With as little effort as possible, arms reach overhead, toes point forward. Roll to your favorite side. An option to pause. Give yourself some gratitude for being here. And then push yourself up to a final seat. We will close with one breath together. Exhale everything. Breath in. Breath out. Reach arms to the sky. Gather all that is good and pull it into your heart. Thank you so much for being here. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know what you think if you enjoyed this practice or if you have any other requests, as always. Otherwise, we'll be back on Thursday for our flow practice, same time, same place. I hope to see you there, and I hope everything is great in between. If not, that's okay. Just know that you always have this space that is for you to be, to feel whatever you need to feel, and to grow stronger. I hope you know that, and I will see you next time. I love you all.